Yeah. On the wonderful day of a Children's Day, I presume none of us are children here who are attending today's webinar. Kindly unmute yourself. Kindly mute yourself. I request everybody to kindly mute yourself. Yeah, kindly mute so that it will not disturb others. So I am just welcoming everybody on this Children's Day, a wonderful day. So when we are children, we assume, we think we should become the elders. And when we become elders, students, college students, we feel when we'll become the elders. But when we become elders, kindly mute yourself, please. All of you kindly mute yourself. Hemad Guru, kindly mute yourself. So when you become elders, that time you feel, "Arey yaar, the childhood would have been better. Hum bhi agar bacche hote, naam hamara hota bablu shablu." That we'll feel, we'll miss the childhood what we have passed. However, there is still childhoodness in all of us. We are at some time children. When you would like to enjoy like a child. When you are taking the responsibility, take the responsibility as the elders. When you are sharing love, share the love as the youngers. So different phases of life we are coming across, and accordingly we need to learn good lot of things here. I welcome again all participants for this wonderful webinar on certificate course in railway signaling. This is from Raid Bahara University. I mean, we are from Railway Academy, established way back in 2016. We do conduct various trainings here. Most of them are online, out of which the major training courses are the PG diploma courses. PG diploma course of 1 year, we are conducting from Raid Bahara University, Mohali, and Ramaya University in Bangalore. It is the 1 year course where job is guaranteed. Probably we'll be rolling out 2 courses in a year. A recent course has started last month in the month of October. Now coming back to this particular other activities, I'll be going through this further slides. Meantime, we have collaboration with the different companies like Thales, Tech Mahindra, GT Tronics, Ansaldo, Alstom, Siemens, Texmeco, Tata Elxsi, and L&T, Metro Hyderabad, Keolix, different companies, more than about 15 to 20 companies are collaborating with us for conducting the different training and placing the people. The advantage of PG diploma is the placement is guaranteed. However, now let me brief here. What about the certificate course? So I am Mr. Narayan Parvatikar, Director Academics and trainer from this Railway Academy. I am a science graduate from Karnataka University, Dharwad in Karnataka, way back in 1972. Kindly mute yourself after joining the meeting. Kindly mute yourself. So after joining railways way back in way back in 1977 as a signal inspector, signal engineer at that time, I got elevated to different positions and worked as an instructor, the trainer, and assistant professor in IRSET, Indian Railway Institute of Signal Engineering and Telecommunication. I have about 27 plus years of service in the railway signaling as a designer, as a field engineer, as a divisional engineer, about 27 plus years of service with me on Indian Railways. Later, after taking voluntary retirement in 2006, I worked with different companies like Saint, Ansaldo, STS, Tech Mahindra. Different companies I worked here. During my training, during my course in the railway, during the serviceman in the railways, I also did my PG diploma in training and development. Training is my passion. I love training. Making things simple, which are complicated, is the bottom line of my teaching. I'm also a certified soft skill trainer from Bodhi Institute from Bengaluru, and served as a training manager with various companies like just now I mentioned. Presently, functioning as director training, director academics from Railway Academy. The Railway Academy, as I said, established in 2016, and successfully, on an average, we are training 500 plus students on an every year. Till now, we have rolled out almost about 10 PG diploma courses, and 98% of all these people have got the placements. The aim of the Railway Academy is to spread the knowledge, to teach the people, to make the people competent as a railway signal engineers and railway signal designers. With us, Mr. Ajay Singh, who is the founder of this Railway Academy, and Sumit Kanu, who has joined here the webinar today, and also he'll be talking on commercials and other formalities at the end of the session. He is the director marketing. I, as a director academics, we are managing with our supporting staff all the training activities across the year, which almost all of them are online. Now, to add it to that, our signaling experts are, we have Dr. Rajagoundan, who is the retired general manager and expert in digital technology, electronics, RAMS engineer, a metro technology expert, and a telecommunication engineer, signaling and telecommunication engineer from the railways. He is one of our faculty. Mr. Sambi Reddy, who is the director in electronics, he is expert in digital electronics, data communication, data loggers, which are used in the railway signaling, and also with power system. Mr. Surendranath is the RAMS expert, even though non-railway person, but he has worked with the different projects in India and also abroad. He is the faculty for RAMS. Mr. M.M. Prakasham is an electrical engineer who is conducting the various classes on electrical side, overhead equipment, what we call it as railway electrification. He is the ex-director from Nasik, a engineering electrical institute in Nasik. Mr. Ajit Patte Pandey is the RAMS expert who has worked with the different companies. Presently, he is located in Dubai with the Dubai Metro. He is also contributing the knowledge on RAMS from Dubai. Mr. T.G. Osuru, a retired Chief Signal and Telecommunication Engineer from Southern Railway, is an expert in the designing of the signaling system. Added to that, we have with us Mr. Subbarao, who is also in this webinar today. He is one of the trainer with us, who is an expert in designing field activities. We have with us Mr. Vijay Kumar Vellanki, who is also an expert, a MTech guy from the railways, ex-railway person, as a faculty member from the IRSET, who has knowledge, in-depth knowledge in designing. Mr. Munnanal Sharma, a retired division engineer from Central Railway, who was also a faculty at the Training Institute, is an expert in communication side. Mr. Ram Kumar is a signal engineer from Southern Railway, a retired person who is an expert in digital axle counters and electronic interlocking. Mr. Radhakrishnan is again a telecommunication engineer, retired from Southern Railway as a divisional engineer, ex-faculty of Training Institute, worked with L&T and a Metro of Nagpur, Metro of Chennai, and now he is collaborating with a Japanese company as a consultant. Mr. Kritivasan is again a expert engineer from Central Railway, who is also an expert in IRSC certification and IRSC verification. Mr. S. Solomon is one of the faculty with us presently, who is also taking the classes for this present certificate course. Due to some other engagements, today he is not in the webinar. We do conduct different courses, as I said, the PG diploma for 1 year. Presently, it is online because of the pandemic. Otherwise, it is offline in different universities like MS Ramaya University in Bengaluru and the Raj Bahara University in Chandigarh. We do conduct the integration course in railway signaling. We conducted about 3 courses here, consisting of 80 hours on signaling installation and designing. We also have certificate training course in railway signaling, which is now you are attending the webinar. I'll be giving the detail about that, more detail about that. Till now, we have rolled out almost about 8 to 10 courses on certificate courses for last 2 years. To meet the demand of the present technology for different companies, for different experts, for different people, we do conduct the capsule training or workshops to make a person expert in the particular field like designing, digital access counters, electronic interlocking, metro technology. 8 to 10 hours of the workshops are being conducted. We do conduct the short-term training program like electronic interlocking around 10 hours, digital Excel counters installations and testing and commissioning for 10 hours, reliability, accessibility, maintainability, and safety is one of the topmost topic of the day, which is RAMS. Also, we are conducting 10 hours plus. It is also conducted for different companies for almost 30 hours. We till now conducted about 6 to 8 courses on RAMS for different companies. People from on board, different countries are also attending these courses. Functional safety, we are rolling out in coming days, which is more connected with the functional safety of the signaling system, more on metro technology, the Senelec standards and the safety integrity level training, which is again concentrating on the software and hardware used in electronic system of the metro technology is also being conducted, which is about 16 hours. We do conduct the technical seminars. We'll be conducting these technical seminars free of cost on the Railway Academy platform. Till now, we have conducted almost about 20 plus technical webinars. Yeah. And coming to the, other than signaling, we do conduct the training in railway electrification supported by the electrical engineers and electrical trainers, and the permanent way, there is the track technology, which is also conducted by the experts with us for about 80 hours. These are the various courses we do conduct, out of which the more concentration is on signaling and telecommunication. Designing course for railway signal engineers is around 60 hours, which is more concentrating on preparing the designing of signaling activities. Designing is a major part of signaling system, especially with the present technology. To meet the demand, the railway needs more designers, expert designers, not only in India, but also abroad. So we do conduct a training on designing courses, a capsule training in preparing of the signal interlocking plan, which is the foundation for any signaling design. A capsule training and a table of control, which is being conducted for 10 hours based on the signal interlocking plan. All these terminologies you will be learning in our certificate course. What we are now rolling out from a fixed date, I will tell you the date on which date we are starting this course. We also conduct workshop on track circuit bonding plan and other activities where the people can learn a specific topic and more confident about it. Tailor-made training courses for different companies. To name here, we have conducted the training for Cyient company, Tata Elxsi company, Now we are planning for a training for a web tech company in Bengaluru, which are based on pay and earn courses for different companies. The trainees will be paying, the companies are recruiting them and giving them to us to train the people. So that is what pay and earn courses, which are about 120 hours. We have conducted almost 3 courses for different companies till now. Now coming to the present course, certificate course in railway signaling, for which this webinar is being conducted. A wonderful course, a very interesting course, and it is well demanded course. As I said, till now we have conducted almost about 8 to 10 courses. A very successful course on our platform, certificate course in railway signaling. Probably in the mind, you may be having different doubts here. What are the contents of the training? On what date it will be conducted? What is the timing of the training? How the certification will be given? And what is the validity of the certificate? Where it is valid? Where it is important for us? What is the technology you will learn? At the end of the training, what you learn from this, in which topic you will be more confident? And over and above all that, what is the fees for this training? That all will be covered during this training, during this webinar. Kindly attend to the webinar. Again, at the end of the webinar, if you have any doubts, we are here to answer to you. I am here, Mr. Sumit is there, and Mr. Subbarao. All the 3 people will be supporting for answering the different questions to you. So I would like to request everybody, whatever doubts you are having, you can type in the message box, which will be attended to at the end of the webinar. But before typing your doubt, kindly listen to the contents of the webinar, then you kindly post your messages. Now coming to this course, who should attend this course? For whom it is rather aimed? This course is specially aimed for the people who are with the working experience. That will be better for them, so that they can correlate whatever they have seen in the field during their normal working hours, working days, whatever they are seeing. For example, if I tell points, if I tell a track, if I tell a signal, if I tell a location box, what it is, the guys who are working with any related company with the signaling, with the railways, they will be able to grasp this terminology. However, it is not limited only for working people. It is also open for the new graduates, other than civil and mechanical. Signaling is a topic which is not taught in any colleges or any universities across India. It is a new topic on itself. Anybody can learn this course who is rather good with English. That is enough. And bit of knowledge on Ohm's law is quite enough. Electrical side, Ohm's law is quite enough. Other than that, no other requirement here. But still we limit here the participants from civil and mechanical engineering. Why so? The requirement of the industry is other than civil and mechanical. If you undergo the training certificate course, and if you do not, you come under the category of civil engineers and mechanical engineers, probably you may have to struggle a lot to get the employment in the different companies. Other than these, we do not have any constraints, any limitation to teach the signaling technology for any person. Even diploma holders also can attend to this course. Science graduate also can attend this course. As I said, it is a new technology. From day one onwards, as if you are learning from lower KG. In that way, we'll sail through the topics, whichever topics we are having here. Only constant is depending on the demand of different industries, we limit it other than civil and mechanical. However, if somebody is interested to learn it as a Civil engineers and mechanical engineers, we are open for that. But as a special case, we'll be allotting. Now, as I said, in any designing in a signaling project, the designing carries the important role. In the designing carries important role. Present designing is done with AutoCAD and MicroStation. These are the two tools which are being used by the different companies in designing the signaling drawings, signaling system. AutoCAD is used other than European countries and UK, and MicroStation is used for European countries and UK. Why I'm mentioning here the different countries is the signaling system is as a whole is same for all the countries. Red convey the same information what it conveys on the internet anyways. The signaling system across the globe is almost same, except maybe little difference as per the site conditions, as per the local conditions. So the guys who are having the knowledge on AutoCAD or MicroStation, or if some people who are attending this course are interested to learn AutoCAD and MicroStation, you are welcome. We'll organize a course for AutoCAD and MicroStation, maximum about 20 hours. You can learn AutoCAD and MicroStation, which is an added advantage as a signal engineers and signal designers. What is the objective of this course? After all, 100 hours we are spending here. What is the objective? The objective is to study the signaling system. Signaling system is something new to the railways. Unlike the road traffic or aircraft traffic, it is something new for railways. So we will be learning about the signaling system. Yeah. And coming to next, to understand the principles of interlocking, the heart of signaling system, the principles of interlocking, we'll be learning on principles of interlocking, how it is adopted on various different installations, like mechanical installations, electrical installations, relay-based interlocking installations, microcontroller-based installations, computer-based installations, how these principles of interlocking are adopted. Application engineering in a relay and electronic interlocking. Application engineering is how these principles are applicable for relay interlocking and also for electronic interlocking, more in detail. Learning preparation of the signal interlocking plan. Signal interlocking plan is the base for any signaling equipment. It is just like preparing an architect preparing your house plan. To construct a house, to construct a mansion, to construct any big buildings also, they need an architecture of the house, a plan they require. The signal interlocking plan defines, describes all these conditions, understanding the relay interlocking principle. The interlocking can be achieved by different means. It can be mechanical, it can be electrical, it can be relay-based interlocking, or it can be electronic-based interlocking. In the coming days, probably the relay interlocking may not exist on the Indian Railways down the line for about 20-25 years. When you are learning some technology, learn the technology which is going to come after about 20 years. Do practice right now. Target your learning for that to meet the demand. To meet that demand, the principles are same, the processes are different. We will be learning on the understanding the relay interlocking concept. We will understand which is adopted for electronic interlocking. How it is adopted, we will be covering here. Towards the modernization. What is the modernization? Nowadays, you are going with metro technology. Metro projects have come in India. Good lot of metro projects have come. Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai, Cochin, Hyderabad, Pune, Nagpur, Jaipur, to name different companies, different cities are coming with the modern technology like metro technology. Metro technology is nothing new other than the signaling. It is the part of developed technology of the signaling and communication system. The person who learns, attends this certificate course will also be learning in brief what is metro technology, how the metro trains are running. In coming days, we require more engineers to meet the demand to go for designing the metro technology. There are other subjects like train protection and warning system. How to protect the train from accident, train collision avoidance system, how the collision can be avoided. Based on our experience, a new system has been developed on the Indian Railways, TCAS. It is indigenously developed by Indian railway engineers. Train collision avoidance system, which prevents the accidents of the train. Block proving Excel counter is one of the talk of the today. Solid state digital Excel counters. European rail transport management system, which is more prevalent in European countries. Indian Railway also uses ERTMS to some extent. And the highest technology is communication-based train control system, which is a metro technology. We also will be teaching about the metro technology in this certificate course. What are the different activities in the railway signaling as such? Guys, please remember, no work is inferior. Unfortunately, we have a mindset here that the work of a cobbler, the work of a carpenter is lower than the work of the designer or work of a IT profession. It is not so. Each work has its own importance. It is how we enjoy the work. The certificate course, even though it aims for designing activities, but also we'll be telling you here the different activities. What are the different activities of a railway project? The first starts the designing activity is the base. Like when you are constructing a house, you are going with planning your house, architectural design of your house. There is a designing activity which consists of different activities from planning, detailed designing of the signaling system. Next comes executing of this designing. Once you have an architecture of your house, a plan from the architecture, you start constructing the house. These are the field activities. Based on the designing, you do the field activities. Maybe different fields, different activities, but each and every work is important and having advantages in each activity. Designing activities are having its own advantages. The field activities also are having its own advantages. Coming to verification and validation is one of the talk of the day today. How to verify it, how to validate it, especially when you are going more towards the modernization, more towards the software side, we need to verify it. We need to validate it. So there is a shortage, dearth of verification and validation engineers. Each company demands it, who are dealing with the metro technology and who are dealing with the electronic interlocking system. Then comes your final activity, handing over to the customer. Once the house is constructed, built, nicely painted, it will be handed over to the owner with the key. So these are the different activities of a signaling system. Each one is having its own importance. As I said, no work is inferior. Each works are having their own advantages. Whichever field you are working, enjoy the field, enjoy the work. Your result will be excellent. Now coming to the course structure here, for this 100 hours of certificate course, what we are conducting here, we are having 3 modules, out of which module 1 talks about signaling system. Signaling system, what are the different type of signaling? What are the different aspect of the signaling? What are the different meaning of each aspect? What do you mean by block system? So in general, what are the terminologies used? How to receive a train? What do you mean by station? What do you mean by point? What do you mean by a level crossing gate, a railway phatak? What do you mean by a track? What do you mean by coach? What do you mean by bogie? What are the different locomotives which are used in the Indian Railways or across the world? All these are in a conceptual way you learn in the first module consisting of 25 hours system engineering. It is a system about the system you learn on this. Remember, it is not on first term, second term, third term. It is on modules. Whatever you learn on module 1 is applicable for module 2 to learn. Whatever you learn in module 1 and module 2 are again learning with module 3. Is the base for module 3. Each are interrelated, interconnected. So the module 1 goes with more with the system engineering, how the system runs, what are the different signal system, what are the different form of signals, in what different forms it can be exhibited to the driver, what the driver understands from each every color of the signal, red, yellow, two yellows and green, what he understands. How can he control the speed? Why there should be a special signaling system for the railways? We cover these all topics in system engineering. Coming to the interlocking principles engineering, whatever we have learned the general conditions of the signaling system in module 1, how they are applicable, how they are rather interconnected, how they are interlocked to achieve more safety is learned in module 2, which is the heart of the signaling system. Interlocking principles is the heart of the signaling system. We need to concentrate more here. Even though it's a very small topic, we are allotted 25 hours, which needs to have in-depth knowledge, in-depth understanding, a dedicated understanding, dedicated participation to learn the principles of interlocking, which are being adopted for different systems application engineering, which we'll be learning in module 3. Module 2 covers the heart of signaling system, interlocking principles of engineering. Very important topics. Coming to the third module, we'll be learning about application engineering. System engineering, what are the different conditions we want? What is the general requirement of the railways as a whole, as a signaling system? We are in the learning there. How these general requirements are achieved through the interlocking system, we are learning in module 2. How it is being applied for different installations, like mechanical installations. Of course, nowadays it is obsolete. Relay interlocking, getting obsolete, but we'll be learning the concept of relay interlocking, how it is adopted for in the coming technologies. That is learned in application engineering. As I mentioned earlier, each modules are interconnected. What is the general requirement you learn in module 1? People are enjoying their meeting and their discussion with the webinar. That's very good. So people are more concentrating on one topic. That's good. So module 2 goes with the interlocking principles, depends on system engineering, and application engineering depends on module 1 and module 2, system engineering and interlocking principles engineering. How you apply these interlocking in different installations, which is covering 50 hours, including some part of the hours dedicated towards the modernization of the signaling system, like train protection warning systems, train collision avoidance system, block proving through axial counters, metro technologies. These are the topics on the modernization of the signaling system. Module 1, as I said, it goes with the signaling system, types of signals, meaning of signal aspects, location and nomenclature of signals, various definitions. Signals look alike. When you look at the signal, when you go to a station, a railway station, you look at the signal. Each signal is having same red color. There are different signals there. Now, depending upon the different locations, they are having their names. How these names have come? What is the relevance of this signal? What do you mean by reception signal? What do you mean by dispatch signal? What do you mean by receiving a train? What do you mean by dispatching a train? What do you mean by shunting? where the shunting is done. All these technologies or this general concept you learn in module 1. You also learn about various overlaps. Overlaps are very typical or particular to the railway signaling. Even though other transportation system like roads and aviation uses the signaling system, but the overlap is more concerned with the railways. Why it is so? What is the importance of this railway system? How the overlap works? So that all you will be learning in the module 1. Plus isolation, how the rules, how the rule overlaps are set, and also you will be learning about another topic, important topic is the isolation. What do you mean by isolation? Why should I isolate it? How do you isolate it? What are the different rules to give the isolation? This all you will learn in module 1, general requirement of the railways to run safely the train. Then you learn about class of stations. As a general public, we know all the stations are same, different stations. I am from Bangladesh. Today I feel tired and sleepy. Can I get this recording? Yes, please. We'll send you the recording. Don't worry. We'll send you the recording. Class of stations and level crossing gates also we'll be learning. Even though stations as a general public are the same, but they have their own classification. Level crossing gates, railway phatak, what we call, a railway gate, what we call in general, are also classified in different classification. So these all we'll be learning in this module 1. Coming to block signaling system, what do you mean by block? You might have heard line clear. In what way the line clear is connected with what system it is connected? That is the block signaling system, which you'll be learning in module 1 of certificate course out of 25 hours. Coming to module 2, now we'll be concentrating more on application of this. How these conditions, the rental requirement of the signaling systems are being achieved. How do you integrate the different signaling system? What are the conditions to be satisfied to take a signal from red to yellow? What are the conditions you need to satisfy to take the signal from red to green? How to send a train from one station to another station in the block section? These all are applicable. That is the requirement of the engineering side, which is called as study of engineering scale plan. From the engineering scale plan, which is prepared by the engineering department of the railway, civil engineers, we prepare a signal interlocking plan, preparation and practice of signaling interlocking plan, and we'll be numbering them, which is the base for us to go ahead as an application system. Then we'll integrate all the signaling system. We integrate with the different equipment like points, signals, level crossing gates. We integrate them. We have an interlocking system between them. We've defined certain conditions, certain principles. Unless these principles or conditions are satisfied, we will not go ahead with a signal to change from red to yellow aspect, red to yellow color. That we'll be learning in the principles of interlocking. As I said, is the base, is the foundation, is the heart system of a signaling system. Then concept of table of control. The principles of interlocking are defined in a tabulation form called as table of control, which is again a base to prepare the application engineering. Table of control, you will be learning conceptually a part of table of control in this module 2. Practice and preparation of table of control. Concerned to this module, we'll be learning about practice and preparation. So in this module, you will practice how to draw a signal interlocking plan, SIP, and also how to prepare a table of control, part of the table of control, which is pertaining to module 2. The topics here, the study here depends on module 1, whatever you have learned, the general requirement. This is more on technical side now. That is the general requirement. Now we are going more in detail here to achieve towards the safety. What do you mean by route holding? What is the need of route holding? Why should I have a route holding system in railway signaling? How it is being done? What are the different types of route holding? What is the purpose of route holding? You will be learning in module 2. Coming to module 3, the final module, which is consisting of 50 hours. Now we go with the application of this. Whatever you have learned in module 1 as a general terminologies, general requirement. Now we go with the application of that. Module 2 more defines on the achievement of that. More safety requirements. How it is being integrated. How it is being interlocked. Now we are going applying it. What do you mean by relay? How the relay works? If it works, what it does for us? The concept of relay will be taught. Types of the relays used in railways. You may wonder, the railway uses around 64 different types of the relay. Names are number are more, yes, 64 types. But out of 64 types, around 10 relays are more popular. We use in day-to-day working almost 10 relays. The remaining relays for special application we'll be using here. Right. And coming to the next topic, concept of drawing circuit. The circuit of the signal engineering is quite different than what we learn for other technologies. Maybe electrical circuit you want to draw. What exactly the concept of this drawing the circuit? It has to be developed for each and every signal. It has to be developed for each and every system in the railway signaling. How these drawings are drawn, how these circuits are drawn, what are the different symbols you use, how these symbols are drawn using the AutoCAD or MicroStation. In absence of that, how do you draw with your paper and pencil? Tracked detecting devices called as track circuits, axle counters. We need to detect the presence of the train, on which portion of the rail the train is available. We need to detect it. Once you need to detect it, we have to have a system here called we need to detect the presence of the train. So this presence of the train will be discussing here. Coming to next, marking of track circuit for a signaling yard. Once we define what are the train detecting devices like track circuit or axle counter, we need to segregate them. We need to mark them to control the different equipments like points, signals, route, how they need to be controlled, how marking of the signal, the track circuits in a signal interlocking plan. And equally, the giving the information to the operator, the station master on his panel, the human machine interface, where the train is, how the train is coming, how the train is going away from his station, which signal is showing what aspect, whether red or green or yellow or two yellows. There's all information needs to be given to the station master and operator, which is based on the relay interlocking system. Bonding plan. Once I define the track circuit, how these wirings are connected at the rail. Track circuit is used, track circuit is developed using the two rails of the track. So I need to define here how the wiring is done for the rails, a positive and negative supply, how it is done. Where I need to place the relay end, where I need to take feed end. We have a non-railway electrified area, non-traction area. No electrification is done on the part of the Indian Railways. How it is to be done. And we have nowadays electrified area. Railway electrification is being done on a large scale. The target of the Indian Railway is to complete 100% of the railway electrification on Indian Railways by 2023. That is the target. So the railway requires more here the design engineers to do the work. Various locking for points and signals. Why it is necessary? Why should I have various locking for points? What do you mean by points? Why should I give the locking for signals? What is the purpose of that? Having defined the purpose, how it is achieved. So all these topics you will be learning in module 3. I need to hold the root. How the root to be held? What do you mean by root? How the root should be held for you? So that is being done again in the root holding. Concepted connected circuits for the root holding. Also, we are learning a major part in this certificate course of 100 hours. Our experts are taking these classes. At the end of the training, you will be more confident as a signal design engineers and signal engineers. Plus table of control, the final part or the input to be given for any system is a table of control. A signal engineer basically requires to know to prepare a signal interlocking plan, a track bonding plan, and a table of control. And these three cannot be learned in an isolated way. Each topics are interrelated. Each topics are interconnected. Right from day 1, from module 1 onwards, till the 50th day of module 3, each topics are interconnected. Our effort is 50% here to teach. To become a signal engineer, you need to add another 50% from your side. A dedicated study is more required here. I'm making it very clear here. A dedicated study is required. We do interact with all the participants in day in and day basis, day in and day out basis. We are interacting with the participants. We are trying to understand what is their understanding level, how much they have understood. You have possibly weekly assessments, and probably you may have to answer the questions in the classes. More interactions also will be done here. Any system works with the power supply. As you have the power supply for your house, any system works with the power supply. So we have power supply engineering here. What are the different installations? What are the different power supply we want for that? So this you'll be learning in module 3. Go towards the modernization. Let us learn about the modernization. Train production and warning system. What it is, how it is, where it is, when it is, and why it is. Train collision avoidance system. Of late, the Indian Railway is going on a very large project. 30,000 kilometers of the railway track is sanctioned with the train collision avoidance system. Equally, the TPWS, train protection and warning system, is being sanctioned. Is sanctioned already by about 17,000 kilometers on the Indian Railways. Different companies are doing this work. They need signal engineers. They need signal designers. There is a shortage of the engineers. There is a dearth of engineers. To meet the demand, we are here to undertake up the training, to train the people, make them more comfortable here. What do you mean by modernization of the signaling metro technology? How to design the metro technology? Metro technology is a development of the signaling system. It is nothing new. If you learn the basics of signaling, module 1, module 2, module 3, you will be definitely learning very easily the modernization of metro technology, how the metro technology works. We have support sharing daily classes and recording and the PPT for the each day. The PPT's PowerPoint presentation slides are developed by us in such a fashion that each slide is having its own notes, a write-up in the bottom, each slide. If I cover, suppose in 2 hours duration, about 10 slides, those 10 slides will be shared with you along with the recording of that day. This will be kept on our LMS system, learning management system, which will be accessed by the people who are participating in the training, and which will be live for next 1 year. At any 1 year, you can learn this. You can also download the PPTs. But at the same time, I also really request everybody to make your own class notes depending on the recording. Listen to the recording and understand the concept, make your class notes. The advantage is you are listening it, you are understanding it, and again, you are making the notes with your own handwriting. During the exam, you will be learning your own handwritten notes and attempt for the exam. Please remember, the aim of the training is not to get a certificate, not to pass the assessments. The aim of the course is to make you signal engineers, for which your participation, your contribution is very much needed, is very much warranted. We need to learn it. Determine, decide you want to be a signal engineer. You want to be a signal designer. We will help you towards that. So your contribution is more important here, more required here. We have classroom assessments for better practice. We will give the assessments. All are sincerely requested to attempt to make and to write these assessments. It is only to enrich your knowledge, make you comfortable with the topics what you learn. Understand more of these topics are new. Probably you might not have heard in your normal working or normal college curriculum, other than the people who are working with the railway industries. For each and every term is new. Each and every technology is new. You will be more comfortable with that. More you learn about that. More you practice that. So we sincerely request everybody to make and attempt the class assessments. Do it. More you do the mistake, more you learn in this topic. Who does the more mistakes will be learning. जो आदमी ज्यादा गिरता है वो ज्यादा तेज से भागता है, वो याद रखिए. Coming to interaction with the participants, all of our trainers, myself, Subbarao and Solomon, all of our trainers are interacting with the participant day in and day out. We have the name of the participants. We will be calling for the name and interacting with them what you understood of that. Please repeat what you understood. We will take the feedback from you then and there. If you still feel any improvement is required for the training, you are free to give the feedback then and there. There is no use of giving a feedback at the end of the course. The course should have been like this, should have been like that. No end, no meaning of that. It will be used for next course. But to make your course more effective, your course more attractive, more meaningful, we need the feedback then and there on the same day. We appreciate your negative feedback. Negative feedback is always good for us to improve our performance. So we request all the participants who will be attending the training to give us feedback then and there. Offline support during and after training. If people are hesitating to ask some doubts in the public, in the forum, they are open to ask the doubts offline. You have the number of each and every trainer. At any time, 24/7, I am available to give you the topics to clear your doubt. Equally, my colleagues Subbarao and Solomon are also available for any doubt clearing of the line one-to-one basis. We have assessment. Module 1 consisting of 100 marks of subjective and objective. Without an assessment, the training will not be effective. So we need to have an assessment. So after completion of each module, after giving a gap of about a week, we will conduct an online assessment for you. Again, I remind here, request here, not to copy the topic, not to copy the subject, because it is offline. Even though the papers are sent you online through the mails, you are free to write at your own will. It does not mean that copy and pass the exam. Attending this course is not passing the certificates, not getting the certificate. Attending this course is to become a signal engineer. Understand the topic, learn it. That is only possible when you do it sincerely. Don't worry. If there are mistakes, don't worry. It is not an IAS or IPS exam where everything is valued 100%. Your evaluation is already done during the interaction. Each and every day what we interact, that is the evaluation for us. How much you understood. Some people may not be able to express it in writing. We do consider that. So interaction on each day basis is very important for us. We need to interact. Module 2, consisting of subjective and objective, and preparation of signal interlocking plan. As I said earlier, signal engineer, the minimum qualification is to prepare a signal interlocking plan based on engineering scale plan. So you need to prepare a signal interlocking plan. Raghavendra, I will come back to you. You have raised the hand. I will answer to your question. Coming to module 3, again consisting of 100 marks, subjective and objective, preparation of signal interlocking plan with the track circuit, and preparation of the table of control and track bonding plan. These are the contents of module 3 assessment. 3 different modules for 3 assessment. And the certificate will be given to those who are successfully completing part 1 and part 2. What is part 1? What is part 2? Let us understand here. And the minimum passing marks for each module is 60%. You will be scoring minimum 60% of, need to score 60% of the marks to pass this each and every module. Certificates for module 1 and 2, and for module 3, including module 1 and 3, attending all the modules. It means we have an option here. What is the option? I will tell you in the next slide. Training details on every weekday it is being conducted to be convenient for each and every person who are working and also who are otherwise engaged with their other curriculum. 7 to 9 in the evening. Every day it will be conducted 7 to 9. We are conducting on the Zoom platform. Once we conduct on the Zoom platform, at the end of the day, we'll be sharing with you the slides, PPT slides, the PowerPoint presentation slides pertaining to that day with a heading, and also the recording, which will be shared on our learning management system. You will be having the access to download it and listen to that any number of times for 1 year period. Need to join 5 minutes before. The guys who are opting for this training, please join 5 minutes before. And the request is kindly mute yourself the moment you join a training. Whenever you want to ask some doubts, raise the hand. We will answer to you. But kindly do not put your mic on when you are attending the training. Number 1. Number 2, try to be in an isolated place. Of course, it is difficult for everybody in a small family, in a small house, to get it isolated place, especially in the evening. All members of the families are in the house. People are enjoying the TV, people are chit-chatting. It is difficult to get, but still I request, try to get an isolated place to learn the signaling. What is the takeaway from this 100 hours of training system? First of all, building the confidence in railway signaling. How you will put it? Ipadila Pesakutadu. I am not able to understand here what you mean by that. Okay, building confidence in railway signal as a signal engineer. Reading the engineering scale plan. If a engineering scale plan is given to you, what are the components there? What are the different parts there? As a signal engineer, you need to first understand what is a engineering plan, scale plan. Based on that, you are preparing a signal interlocking plan. Preparation of signal interlocking plan is the takeaway from this course, which is the basic requirement as a signal engineer or signal designer. Preparation of table of control, the heart of signaling system, based on the relay interlocking, or interlocking principle, how do you prepare a table of control? Then understanding the relay interlocking logic. As I said, in the coming days, no new installations of relay interlocking is going to come. All installations are going to be with the electronic interlocking. But the concept of relay interlocking is used for electronic interlocking, also to prepare the table of controls. We'll be telling conceptually what do you mean by relay interlocking. Yeah. And out of that, important is please put off your videos the moment you join a training. The video will cover or will consume more data. So your transmission may be not effective. And it is always advisable to join from Wi-Fi connections instead of your mobile data communication. Mobile data, if you join from mobile, you will not be able to see the drawing very clearly. So if you are able to afford for a laptop and able to join through the system or laptop, it is more advisable. It will be more effective. The training will be. Mute yourself after joining. The moment you join a training, kindly mute yourself. No limit for asking the doubts. You can ask any number of doubts, any number of times. Topics are new. Concepts are new. Naturally, there are doubts. That is one of the indication as a trainers. The moment you start asking doubt, it means you are slowly sinking into the topic. You are trying to learn the topic. Then coming to medium of instructions here is English. As I have the participants not only throughout India, but across the world. People from Australia, people from Singapore, people from Bangladesh, from Dubai are joining this course. So the medium of instructions is English. However, if some people wanted some instructions or some detail, one-to-one basis, we do communicate with them in the local language, Hindi. And the fee structure, Mr. Sumit will now take over. He'll be telling you about the fee structure of each and every module. Sumit, kindly take over.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I need your support in slide transition, sir.
Okay.
Right, sir. Sir, please move to the click to show the next round of content.
Yeah.
So, so first of all, I would like to share that as Narayan sir shared that this course will have 3 modules: module 1 and module 2, which will cover the basics of signaling, and module 3, which will be covering the advanced topics in signaling. So in order to make this course relevant and affordable for all the majority of the interested participants, we have this time, for the first time in our course, we have done module wise pricing. So so for module 1 and 2, we have set up an entry level pricing, and for module 3, which is an advanced level of training. So people who already have a background in signaling and would like to cover the advanced topics only. So for them, it is going to be a 50 hours of advanced training, and there would be a separate fee component for it. People who want to go for module 1, 2, and 3 combined, there is a special discount offer for people who want to take the entire training together. So this time we have tried to build up a module-wise pricing based upon the feedbacks that we received in past courses. So I'll be sharing all these details with you today. Now, so we are planning to commence the course program from 6th of December, which is Monday. For module 1, 2, we are planning to commence it. Sir, please move ahead from here. Please go ahead. Yeah. I think, oh, let me share my screen, sir.
Yes, sir. Sure. I will stop my sharing.
Yes. Okay. So,
yeah, kindly share.
Okay. So, so now what we have is, so for basic course, which is covering module 1 and 2, so start date we are planning from 6th of December, which is onwards. So we'll be initially starting on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But as sir said that we will also keep an option open for people who would like to do it all 5 days in a week. So every day 7 to 9 p.m. also, but that would depend upon what the majority of the class participants would opt for. So if we go with continuous classes 5 days a week, we'll be able to complete the entire course in 10 weeks. If we go with alternate days, it would take 17 weeks to complete it. So now talking about the prices, so we have come up with special price options for basic course, which is module 1 and 2. Raghavendra, I'll take up your question. Just let me finish, please. So this special price is valid for 24th of November. So price is 23,600 inclusion of GST, 18% of GST. So your effective course price is less than 20,000 rupees. Group discount offer, if you register in a group of 3, we'll be offering this entire course to you at 20,000 rupees, and your effective course price will be 16,000 rupees. And for group discounts, which will be for people who will be registering in a group of 5 plus, the course price will be 18,000 plus inclusive of GST. So there is a payment link already given in this presentation, and I will also be sharing the entire course brochure with all of you who are attending this webinar. So all of you would be getting an email with our course brochure, today's recording, and all the special offers in next 4 to 6 hours. So now going forward from here, this was okay. Raghavendra, I think you wanted to ask a question. So let me just take Raghavendra's questions, please. Raghavendra.
He can speak, yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking him to unmute. Yes, Raghavendra, please, I'm asking you to unmute. Please go ahead with your question.
राघवेंद्र पूछ लो, क्या चाहिए आपको?
सर इसकी कोर्स जो है वो डिजाइनिंग कोर्स के सिमिलर ही है या डिफरेंस है? थोड़ा
डिफरेंस है।
ओके सर। और सर मेरा जो मैं एक्चुअली आपको पता ही है सर, तो वो मतलब इसी में इसका वो हो जाएगा, इसमें कंक्लूड हो जाएगा इसमें।
हाँ, नो प्रॉब्लम। मैं रिंग करता हूँ, रिंग करके बात करता हूँ, या सुमित आपसे बात करेंगे।
जी सर, जी सर।
जो आपने पेमेंट किया है डिजाइन के लिए पेमेंट किया था, तो शायद यहाँ एडजस्ट हो जाएगा, डोंट वरी।
जी सर, ओके सर, ओके।
So now going forward from here, so for people who are only interested, this was about module 1 and module 2. So people who are already interested in module 3, which is only the advanced training in railway signaling, which will be covering advanced concepts and modern signaling topics of 50 hours. So for them, we have another pricing for only module 3, but in order to be eligible for module 3, we have designed a qualifier test of 20 questions, which you need to attempt and secure a minimum of 40% marks in that particular in that qualifier test. This qualifier test is completely free. You can take it online at your convenience before 20th November. So that we could announce the list of qualified candidates for module 3, which is the advanced level training, on 21st of November. And all the qualified candidates can then complete their fee formalities to join the program. So all candidates will be informing them on their respective email IDs with which they have registered for this webinar. So in order to be, if you're only interested in module 3, you will have to qualify this qualifier test, which we have designed. So this will help us acknowledge that you have basic knowledge in signaling and you are completely ready to understand, comprehend advanced level topics in railway signaling. So this test is live as of now. After the webinar, you can click on the link which is visible on the screen and attempt the test. And on 21st of November, we will announce the results. I'll share the list of all the people who have qualified and also people who have not qualified, right? So this is about module 3. So now fees for advanced course, which is module 3, 50 hours. The start date would be 7th December for only those people who are only interested in module 3. So classes will be Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So there is again a early bird special offer. Course price for that is 20,000 rupees. People who will be qualifying the qualifier test can register for this particular course program through this payment link. For 3+ registration, the course price is 18,000, and for 5+ registrations, the course price is 16,000. all inclusive of GSTs. So your effective course price for all of these is almost about 15, 14, and 12. So now for people who are interested in all the three modules, module 1, 2, and 3, all combined, they're interested, they want to start from basic and go up to the advanced level, covering all the 800 hours of program delivery. For them also, we will be starting the course program from 6th December. And the course program, the special early bird offer for all of the people who are interested in all the three modules, there is no eligibility required, except what Narayan sir said, they should be well conversant in English and should be knowing the Ohm's law. So for them, the special price is 34,929, inclusive of GST 18%. So the effective price is almost 25,000 rupees. So the effective course price, a group discount offer for 3+ registrations is 33,000, inclusive of 18% GST, and group discount offer for 5+ registrations. If you're from an organization and you have a group of 5+ people who are interested in this program, this is a very good price of 30,000 rupees, inclusive of 18% GSTs. So this special offer is valid till 24th November. There is no eligibility test needed to enroll into this course program. So this is about the fees, and now we are open to take the questions. Please go ahead.
Mr. Mohammed has asked about the placement assurance. We are sorry to tell you here that we will not be able to support for the placement. However, some companies are coming forward to get the candidates who are having the knowledge in signaling. That time we can refer your name for that.
So I would like to add here. So unlike our postgraduate diploma program, which comes up with a placement assurance guarantee, the certificate programs, we do not offer any kind of placement assurance, but we have been supporting our students in achieving placements, and we get a lot of requests from companies who want to hire qualified signaling engineers. So all this information would be passed on to you, and in past, a lot of our students from certificate batches have also secured good placements in various companies. So this is the way we'll be able to. There is a placement support, but there is no placement guarantee. So
yeah, and Srishti has asked, is this qualification test having both objective and subjective?
No, only objective questions. All would be multiple choice question. Only 20 questions, should not take you more than 10 to 15 minutes to attempt the questions. And please attempt it before 20th. 21st, we'll announce the results. Seats are limited, so I would request you to attempt the test as soon as possible.
Yeah, Akshay is having some doubt. Akshay, you can ask your doubt.
Yes, Akshay, please go ahead. Okay.
Which technology will get covered? Signaling technology, signaling systems, whatever I covered in the webinar, all those signaling technologies are being covered. Relay interlocking conceptually you will learn, and you will be applying it towards the modernization. That is through the electronic interlocking, or maybe through the metro technologies. Whether CBTC will be covered, conceptually will be covering. We are covering the concept of CBTC, or called as metro technology, communication-based train control system. We'll be covering in the as a concept. Detailed course we have separately for that. Somnath Sen, EMI is applicable for all the three modules?
EMI options are available for the course program. So I would request you to please write to us at inquiry@railwayacademy.org. We'll be happy to support you with the EMIs. Tumpeti Nave, yes, EMI options are available. Somnath, please get in touch with our email ID. At our email ID, we'll be happy to guide you more on this. And will you be covering railway networking also? Tumpeti Naveen is asking, sir. Your answer.
Railway network in general will be covering. What do you mean by train control system and how the railway network works? That will be covering. AutoCAD will also get covered from basics? No. AutoCAD, you need to learn separately. If people are interested, about 8 to 10 people are interested, we can have a parallel course, maybe on Saturday, Sunday. We can conduct AutoCAD. Maximum 10 hours are quite enough.
Yes.
Can you give clear detail about updated circuits? Yes, please. We do give the updated circuit, the clear details about that. Sudhir Kumar. Any other doubts, please? how much advanced course certificate valued by S&T companies based on past cases. As I said here, the advanced technology like metro technology as such is a concept what we teach here. And to learn more in detail, you need to have the conceptual training first. Then only you will be able to learn more in detailing type part. So that probably companies will be asking for the people who are having the knowledge on modern technology, not the in-depth knowledge. They want basically the signaling concept to be learned by the people.
Okay, sir, I'd like to add some points here. So
Yeah.
answering to Vipin Saneja's question that how much of advanced course certificate is valued by S&T companies, just to tell you that in the last 6 months, we have managed to, so there have been inquiries from very good companies who had actually recruited fresher engineers and they wanted us to train them. So a similar program was conducted by us, covering majority of the topics that we'll be covering in this course as well. So we've trained almost around 100 plus students for these companies who have taken candidates with around 120 hours of certificate course trainings. And all of these people are right now working in various S&T companies. So this implies that this course certificate and the course content are very much valued, and companies are recruiting people with the right kind of knowledge. So if you have these, so this could be a possibility for if there are people who are looking at placements or are looking at starting career in railway signaling. This certificate course can actually help you in entering into a signaling profile in one of the good companies in India, at least for sure. So as the companies are very limited in India, so companies are aware about what Railway Academy is doing. A lot of people from these organizations do our course program, and they also recruit people who are trained by us. So there is definitely a good certificate value that is imparted with this course. Now coming to Akshay Trambake's question, which course will you prefer for freshers? So see, in order to take this decision, the important point is that our postgraduate course program is priced at 2.5 lakhs, whereas the certification course is priced at about 25,000 or 30,000 rupees. So there's a huge price differentiation. So and secondly, postgraduate diploma that we run is actually an 11th month full-time program that you have to get into. Though it comes with placement assurance that if you are willing to invest 11 months full-time into a university recognized postgraduate diploma with a placement guarantee, you're most welcome to explore this program. But if you are already working, you do not have time, you don't want to leave your job, you want to, but you still want to upgrade your skills, I would suggest go for the certification program. This will actually help you at a very, very good nominal cost. I hope this answers your question, Akshay. Now, Muzammil.
Data communication, we are not covering here. Data communication is again separate topic based on the telecommunication system, which is not a part of this course. Muzammil.
Muzammil Shadab. Okay.
Yeah, and coming to Neeraj, during this course, DOW, what is the DOWR?
Okay. Okay, for PG courses, basic qualification is Somnath same. For PG courses, basic qualification, you have to be a BTech engineer in electronics and or electrical engineer. So if you're interested, please write your request to inquiry@railwayacademy.org. I'll connect you to our counselor. She will call you and explain you the entire program details. Right. Fabian Santosh, if you take this course apart from Indian Railways, who are the players in the apart from Indian Railways? So Fabian,
presently, let me answer this, Sumit. First of all, by attending this course, you are not going to join Indian Railways. Indian Railway is having their own selection process, which is through railway recruitment boards or through UPSC selection. The signal engineers or any engineers in railways are selected only through this medium. What course we are conducting is applicable for only private industries. We have almost about 50 plus private industries. Out of that, about 15 plus private industries are multinational companies like Alstom, Thales, Saint, and Ansaldo. These are the multinational companies. So this course aiming to meet the demand of the private people, not the Indian Railways. Indian Railway, we cannot recruit from our side. It is pertaining to Indian Railway policy. During this course, shall we get the opportunity to work on reload or the project, real world projects?
Real world projects. So
Not during the not during the course, but after the course, yes, you are able to work. But as the pandemic is going on, we will not be able to take you to the site. Generally, that is not a curriculum of this certificate course. Certificate course is more giving the knowledge, and especially more concentration is done for the design purpose. We do give you the installation practices, but we'll be concentrating more on designers. The demand of designers is quite more in India and also abroad. Maybe about a year back, there was about 500 plus designers were required in UK. And Indian Railway also requires, in India also, many companies requires the designers, the concept of designing. Can you give information?
sir, I'd like to add something to this for Neeraj.
Yeah.
Neeraj, during the course, Narayan sir picks up the topics from basic concepts and also explains the real world implications. So this entire course program is very practical in nature. So there are videos, there are pictures which will give you a real world feel. So whatever best we could do in order to make the experience enriched. So this is not going to be just so we are bound by limitations of this course being an online course, but we have made every possibility to help you experience the equipments, the tracks through images, videos, and everything. And in addition, there are a lot of case discussions which happen during the course program based upon Narayan sir's vast experience in railways. So,
can you give information in signaling what the company needs? The complete course is only for that, what the company needs.
So Muzammil Shadab, PG certification details. Yes, I have requested you to write to us at inquiry@railwayacademy.org. Please write about your interest and we will get in touch with you to explain the PG diploma program. Corporate discounts in this. Yes, so Srigiri Krishna Shalini. So corporate discounts are valid for 5 or more registrations for this course. But if you have 5 members from a company or even a group, the corporate discounts are available. So the group discounts offers for 5+ registrations are actually corporate discounts. So you can get it approved. So if you require any quotation, any proposal to be submitted from our side to your company, please get in touch with at inquiry@railwayacademy.org. Connect us to your HR. We'll be happy to promote this entire program and help you enroll through your company. Ramesh Kumar Manoharan, is there any age limit? No age limit, no qualification, except the communication of training is English. And secondly, you need to have some basic understandings of electrical concepts.
Akshay is asking, he wants to talk. You can talk freely to Mr. Sumit. You're on the WhatsApp number or normal call. Yes. Immediately after this or any time you can call him.
Okay, Sudhir Kumar Dondapati, if you want direct 3rd module, if you don't pass module, is there any choice to join? See, why we have actually kept this qualifier module is to help you assess whether you are ready for advanced training or not. If you're not able to qualify the qualifier test, it means or it implies that you should be starting from module 1 and module 2 and then go up to module 3. So this is actually designed to help you assess where do you stand in terms of your railway knowledge. So if you do not qualify module 3, I would not recommend that you join the module 3, because then you will not be able to take the maximum advantage from this course program. Right. So Muzammil Shadab, my contact details are there. I'm sharing. So the WhatsApp number is given. Please contact me on this WhatsApp number, which is 9811113385, and we'll be happy to communicate with you. What about the diploma holders? Priority in this field very much there. Narayan sir would you like to, sir, add some things to it?
Yeah. There is no differentiation between a diploma holders or a graduate engineers here. It depends upon the different companies. Different companies may require the engineers and also diploma holders. We both are equal as far as learning of the signaling is concerned.
Yes. So will this course have on-site visit for? No. This course is completely online. No on-site visits. Only course delivery, wherein we'll be using a lot of videos, a lot of cases, a lot of images to give you a feel of how about the equipment, stacks, and real life environments. So there is no on-site visit in this course, but it is just not possible to organize on-site visit for such a diverse participants located at diverse locations. Even outside India, from outside India, people are attending this course program. So this is simply not logistically possible. Will you recommend us for job? Yes, we do recommend our students for job. We are getting a lot of interest from companies to recruit people. We would be more than happy to recommend you for jobs. So there is no time foundation. This is a lifelong support we offer to all our students. So Bharat Bhatia placements would be assured only for designing profile or depends on the company, Bharat Bhatia. So companies have various requirements. They visit the campus, they recruited from them, and every company has a distinct requirement. So whether it's for indoor career, outdoor, or designing, or even companies are coming to us for software development requirements right now. So this is evolving as we speak. Fabian, after doing the course and being a fresher, is there a possibility? Yes, there is definitely a good possibility to get a job. So if you're not able to leave your job and still you want to learn signaling certificate course is one of the best offered in India at the moment. And how we will be getting practical knowledge. So once you get into a job, these concepts will help you understand and perform in the company. So we have not really designed this course to give you practical knowledge, because practical knowledge would come to you once you go out in the field. This course is designed to give you a comprehensive conceptual knowledge about railway signaling. Neeraj Ghule, after doing the certified course, what are the chances of working in Europe? Because the signaling systems are different. I'm looking for opportunities as a signal engineer in Europe. So Neeraj Ghule, if you're looking, if you're looking at opportunities abroad, so that would depend upon. So I would recommend that you'll have to be a little bit more specific in terms of what kind of profiles you're looking at. So Narayan sir, would you like to elaborate upon this question?
Yeah. As I mentioned in the webinar, the signaling systems are not different in different companies. Of course, the Indian Railway uses the European signaling system. The requirement in the European companies, the more important is IRSA license holders. The IRSA license, person should obtain it. They should possess it. And to get an IRSA license, a person should work in the signaling field in India or anywhere else in the other countries and qualify for that license. After holding the license, they are eligible to go for European countries. Otherwise, there is no entry for European countries as a signal engineers. They will not accept it. It helps for CST graduates. Will it help for CST graduate? CST is your computer science. What do you mean?
Sir, I'm not sure. I think Muzammil Shadab has asked, will this course help in becoming a signaling designer? Yes, absolutely. For our signaling, railway signaling design course, this course, the knowledge of railway signaling is a prerequisite. You have to qualify a test which actually tests your knowledge on railway signaling concept before we allow participants to join our signaling design course. To become signaling designer, you have to be adept in the topics that we want to cover in module 1, 2, and 3.
And we'll be sharing the brochure to all the participants, those who have registered today, along with the recording.
Okay, Akshat Rambake, can we enroll for IRSC exams after the course? I would not recommend you, because I would first insist that you do this course, get a job, learn hands-on experience. Maybe after 6 months to 1 year, you can start preparing for module 1 of IRSC exam, for which we also provide coaching. So this is how you should be doing. So just after the course, there is no point going for IRSC exam. It would be too tough for you to crack without any practical experience. Mustaqim, is Indian Railway and metro signaling different technologies? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Narayan sir, would you like to please elaborate?
Yeah, as far as control of the trains are concerned, they are different technology. A different controlling system is used on the mainline Indian Railways, and a different controlling system used for the metro technology. But metro technology is nothing separate than what we use in the Indian Railway mainline or Indian Railway network. To learn the metro technology, first you need to learn the basics of signaling system, the principles of interlocking, relay interlocking concept. Adaptation is different in metro technology. Otherwise, the concept is same.
Okay, Akshit Rambake, what I'm believing that you're having some doubts related to joining the PG or the certificate program. So I would request that please call me after this webinar or speak to me tomorrow, and I'll be happy to speak to you one-to-one, and we'll share the pros and cons of both the courses, right? And I'll also be able to understand your key requirement. Next is Mustaqim, for certification exam, what type of test shall be required to all? So there are. So I think, sir, module 1 and 2, there will be a MCQ question.
Each module one assessment. Module 1 assessment, module 2 assessment separately, and module 3 assessment separate.
Yes.
All
So,
the 3 modules will have different assessments.
yes. So I think these are the assessments which are done.
Yes, correct.
So as you can see, there are 3 separate module 1, 100 marks subjective and objective, then module 2, 100 marks subjective, objective. And there would be preparation of a signaling plan in module 2. Module 3, and again 100 marks subjective and objective, and then preparation of SIP, table of control, and track bonding plan.
Neeraj is adding here, I'm already studying masters in railways, but I want to enter the signaling field. So my qualification was that. Yes, you can go do this certificate course. And if you are keen for the job, probably you may have to join the PG diploma course.
Yeah. So I think if you're studying masters, Neeraj, and you want to enter the signaling field, this is a very apt course, because this will complement beautifully with your master's qualification in railways, and will give you a distinctive edge when you will be appearing in your interviews or placements. Next is Ramesh Kumar Manoharan. Would you help to get IRSC license? So Mr. Ramesh, we have an IRSC coaching program for which we recently completed the first batch. So we do conduct training for IRSC licenses. So please write to us at inquiry@railwayacademy.org. We'll be more than happy to share the program details with you. And
I would like to just add here one more thing. IRS license will be given to a person who is already having the working experience, minimum 2 years of experience. The license is based on the document, what work we have done, plus what knowledge we are having. IRSC license is different, IRSC certification is different. So there are 2 different concepts here. The license is required to do the work in UK and European countries. But whereas certification is an extra qualification in the signaling field. They are the 2 different concepts. So if you want to get the IRSC license, you need to work in any signaling company minimum for 2 years, and the company will sponsor you for the purpose of obtaining the license. Otherwise, as a independent, if you are individual, you are applying, the fees will be exorbitant, maybe about 2.5 to 3 lakhs per head. If you are able to spend that, but you need to have the working experience in the signaling field. You need to produce a document. You can contact.
You can contact us separately, Mr. Ramesh, and we'll be happy to guide you on this. We have a very good guidance videos on IRSC license and coaching programs. So I'll be able to refer you good learning resources to take up a call.
Mr. Neeraj, you can call me separately. I will type my number here to you. You can talk to me tomorrow at any time.
Right. So
I have shared my number. You can talk to me tomorrow. No problem.
So please contact Narayan sir directly, or you can call me also. I'm also sharing my number.
And I think almost everybody is done here.
Yes. So Akshay's question was last, will we get recording? Yes. So there is a learning management system we have. We upload all the class recordings there. You can refer the class recordings up if you miss any classes there to study at your own pace also. So all these
I'm having 3 years experience in railway signaling field, sir. What is?
So you can call Narayan.
Yes. It's excellent.
Yeah.
If you have already the 3 years experience in railways, it definitely helps you to understand more. Don't worry.
Right. So now I think if there are any other questions, we'll be happy to take them, or else we would like to conclude this.
Yeah, and let me make it very clear. This course is consisting 3 different modules. There are 3 different options. Number 1 option is you can attend module 1 and module 2 only. You can also attend module 3 separately, or you can attempt all the module 1, 2, 3 together. There are 3 different options. But to attend module 3 directly, you need to possess some basic knowledge of railway signaling system and principles of interlocking. Based on that, you will be made to enter the module 3. Otherwise, module 3, you will not be able to understand if you join as a fresher. So those who want to learn the signaling from the beginning as a fresher, I really advise them to join all the 3 modules. Those who wanted to enhance the knowledge in the designing field like ray interlocking, you can join module 3.
Right. So thank you everyone for attending this webinar. Yes, Neeraj, you can contact Narayan sir directly.
Yeah, you can, Neeraj, you can call me tomorrow after 9 o'clock at any time, no problem.
So thank you everyone for taking out your precious time to attend this course launch webinar. We look forward to see you in the class. And for people who want to join the advanced course, module 3 only, please take out your time to attempt the test as soon as possible. We look forward to see you in the class. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sumit. Thank you, Subarao, for attending this. And thanks to all participants to making it a very enchanting live program. We would like to see you in the training, in the coming training. Thank you very much.
Thank you.